Hello, I am Irina Soloviova. I am a psychologist, body psychotherapist, and biosynthesis therapist. I grew up in a multicultural family. My mother is from Georgia and my father is Russian. I was born in Moscow, grew up in Russia. My native language is Russian language. But I have my roots in the both countries. Russia and Georgia, they're the countries of my family, they're my roots, and I love the both countries. A very bad question that people sometimes ask a child: do you love mother or do you love father? That's very bad question for a child, because of course a child loves the both parents. So I love the both countries. And my life and professional life, they are related to the both countries, and also my life in biosynthesis. I studied biosynthesis in Russia in the second biosynthesis program. It started in 2006, so it started 13 years ago. I studied biosynthesis several years. I finished this program and have biosynthesis diploma, international biosynthesis diploma, and I am thankful for all our trainers, organizers, and for our group, because that was a very interesting program and it gave me a lot. And also my life is related to Georgia, and I try to develop psychotherapy in Georgia and to do what I can do for this country. And 2 years ago, I visited Haydn. It's a small city in Switzerland, and International Institute of Biosynthesis is located in Haydn. And the head of this international institute is Sylvia Speck-Bardella and David Bardella. David is the founder of biosynthesis. It founded biosynthesis and it developed it. And now in our days, there are some biosynthesis institute in different countries, and I think it is because biosynthesis can give a lot to people as a psychotherapy approach. It has a very interesting scientific theory, and also it has very good techniques, and it's like the bridge between west and east, because biosynthesis includes western body psychotherapy and also some practice and techniques from the east, for example some meditation or Japanese very interesting dance practice, Buto dance. So but biosynthesis makes connection between west and east, and I like very much this idea because I told you I grew up in a multicultural family. Russia is more western country and Georgia is more eastern country. So my family, I grew up in this type of family, and the bridge between east and west is very important for me. So 2 years ago, I came to Haydn because I like biosynthesis, I respect it, and I'm very interested in this approach. It gives a lot in professional life and in personal life. And I wanted very much to meet David and Sylvia. I met them and I was very impressed. I studied biosynthesis in a seminar in Haydn, and it was a very big experience for me. And that time, 2 years ago, I shared with David C. Sylvia an idea, just an idea. I want something for Georgia, and I have an idea to start a biosynthesis program in Georgia. And that was the only idea 2 years ago. And Sylvia and David, they supported this idea very much. I'm very thankful to them, and I believed that my dream can become the truth. And 2 years ago, we made a very good team. I am very thankful to Gerlinda Buchholz from Germany. For many years, she was my teacher, my trainer, and now she became the leader of Georgian Biosynthesis program. And in Georgia, we organized a very good team. Ktavan Biridze from Batumi City, and Nutsa Verkhliashvili and Diana Nikolaishvili from Tbilisi city, the capital of Georgia. And our dream came true. In April of 2018, the first biosynthesis program started in Georgia. It really happened, and we made this program from zero because no one in Georgia knew about biosynthesis before, but we wanted very much, and we are really interested in biosynthesis, and very good participants came to our program, participants from 3 countries, of course Georgia, and also some participants from Russia and Slovenia. As a child from multicultural family, I like this type of bridges between different countries, different cultures. And in our second biosynthesis program, people from 5 countries, can you believe it? People from 5 countries, they plan to take part in the second biosynthesis Georgian program. And I want to say that, of course, Georgia has its own biosynthesis program because Georgia is an independent country, and it's one of the oldest countries in the world. Georgia has its own history, its own culture, its also its own language, its own alphabet, and this type of alphabet use only Georgian people. You know, maybe some our colleagues from Europe, from Western country, don't know the history of Georgia very well. So I want to tell you something about Georgia. For many centuries, the history of Georgia is near 2,000 years. Yes, that's a very good, long time, very long period. And Georgia has its own history, a very long period. It always had its own way of development, its own culture. And in 20th century, Georgia became the part of the Soviet Union. You know that Soviet Union consisted of some very different countries. It was the union of different countries with different type of cultures, different traditions, different languages. And I don't want to say that Soviet Union was bad or good. No, I just say that it's a part of history, yes. During the Soviet time, I was a small girl, so I don't remember Soviet time very well, but I know this history. So for many years in 20th century, Georgia was the part of the Soviet Union. But after, in 1991, Georgia became an independent country again, and it has its own government, language, history, tradition. So, of course, Georgian biosynthesis program is independent program, and Georgia has its own biosynthesis program. And the other point, yes, people from different countries study biosynthesis in Georgia now, and in the future, people from other countries plan to come to Georgia to study biosynthesis. And my opinion, I think that it's very good that in our time people can travel, people can study in different countries. In different countries, people can study, live, get married, have children. So people have free choice. You know that in the Soviet time, people didn't have the choice. People who lived in the USSR, mostly they couldn't visit other countries. They couldn't travel. They didn't have any choice because that was that type of country. Yes, that time, that historical period. But we are lucky that we live now in our days and we can travel. I think that it's one of the most important things in our life, to have opportunity to travel, to see different countries, different cultures, to meet different people. And it's very good that people can study biosynthesis in different countries. Yes, you know, 2 years ago, the first time I was in Switzerland, I studied biosynthesis there. Yes. And now some people study biosynthesis in Georgia, and everyone has its own reason, and it's his or her own choice. And I think we should respect this choice. I think we should respect each other. Respect is a very important point in psychotherapy and in life. Maybe sometimes people don't understand each other because they're from different countries, they have a different tradition, but it's very important to respect each other. And I think that this point is very important for biosynthesis, for psychotherapy. For example, biosynthesis has different programs in different countries. It's very important to respect each other. I think it's very good that biosynthesis has programs in different countries, and people from different countries can meet. Sometimes people have international meeting. Yes, that's a very good meeting. It's a chance to meet new people, to share the experience, to share knowledge. And for example, in one supermarket, when you go to buy the food, you have the choice. Maybe you like cherry yogurt, maybe you like yogurt with strawberry. You are free in your choice. It doesn't mean that one yogurt is better than other yogurt. Yes, everyone has his free choice. The same with different biosynthesis programs. It doesn't matter then one program is better than other program. No, that's not like competition between yogurts, between programs, between different approaches of psychotherapy. Everything can be, and people make their choice. I think that it's very important. And international programs, international meetings, it's a very good chance to connect people. You know, in our days, a lot of people are lonely. Maybe we live in big cities, yes, in nowadays. But a lot of people live in the big city. Maybe they're successful, maybe they're rich, but they feel lonely inside them. And I think that it's very important to have opportunity to be in a good connection between people. Maybe we can say love connection from heart to heart. This is the thing that I feel in biosynthesis, love connection with different people. David founded biosynthesis long time ago, but now biosynthesis are popular in different countries. Why? I think also I think it's because of some reasons, but I wanna say very important point. But biosynthesis can make a very good love connection between people, and it's very important. And I want to share with you a very good news. Yes, I mentioned before that soon the second biosynthesis program in Georgia will start. Yes, after New Year holidays in January of 2020. Yes, 2020. The second biosynthesis program will start in Georgia, in Tbilisi city, the capital of Georgia. Yes, and Georgia is a very beautiful country. It has a very good nature, very interesting museums, church, ancient towers, ancient palaces. And of course, Georgia has very good food. I like Georgian food very much. And also Georgia has a very good wine. Yes, it's so if you have never been in Georgia, I recommend you to one day to come to Georgia, and I'm sure that you like this country and you will fall in love with Georgia. Thanks a lot for attention. Bye.